Oh, man. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. After some audio fiascos, we got it figured out. Your favorite creeps are back in the building after what was going to be a 2-week hiatus that ended up being a 2-month hiatus. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, it's been some months.
It's been 2 months, yeah.
We're hordier, we're hungrier, and we're thirstier.
Yes.
For more.
100%.
Not in that order.
Yeah, for sure.
Not in that order, but we're here, and now we're Paul's on the road with Rage Against the Machine.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Canada right now.
Winnipeg.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
How's Canada?
Yeah, it's still here.
Still
To
here.
our dismay.
They are about
country still
6
exists.
months to a year behind the COVID protocols.
Yeah,
Oh,
still,
yeah.
It's very interesting up here.
They're still living it up.
So what's crazy is
They still watch the news.
they still watch the news. We all were over in Europe. It doesn't exist over there.
No.
Like they do not. I think the only time I saw people wearing masks was at the airport, and there was only a couple people here and there.
And those people wore them anyway.
Everything's open, but
those people wore them anyway before the pan. You'd always see the occasional 5-6 people wearing masks in airports,
which is fine.
Mostly they were Asian, but
the perfect gauge to know that COVID's over in Europe is the catering setup in Hellfest backstage. People coughing, shirtless, grabbing seared ahi tuna off a hot plate.
Here's the thing:
overlooking the entire
just
I don't think the tuna was supposed to be seared.
No, it wasn't.
It was just so hot.
So hot it was seared.
It was
Did
a
you do
petri dish.
Hellfest?
We did, but because the 2 days we did it later was so much nicer. It was still hot, but it was nicer than when you guys were there.
It was
109 degrees Fahrenheit.
It was 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
It was at least 120 in catering.
Yeah.
And
Their
then
biggest heat wave they've had in a year, some odd 100-something years.
Hottest I've ever been in Europe by a long shot.
It wasn't even fair.
And then this poor guy's trying to eat his lunch, and the bench he was on or the table, whatever, the whole table, he puts his arms down on the table, the whole catering table flips over, all of his food, everything ends up on him. It's already 185 degrees in there.
Me and Brett and Zach thought he broke his neck. That's how bad the fall was.
It was honestly, we're not making fun of him. He went back and his neck hit something
it was
behind
insane.
him. It was really
we kept
bad.
eating our fries though before they got cold. But
There's
it
no
was
way
insane.
for anything to get cold in that catering.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then John, they have these huge bottles of water and Coke and stuff that you're supposed to go get and just pour yourself.
Oh yeah, and you gotta pour it in. Yeah, with no ice, obviously.
John just took the whole bottle.
Yeah, 100%. I did the same thing. I just took it to the table and just kept filling up as I needed. 100%.
He just brought it back to wherever.
Yeah, I'm not going to share that. I'm thirsty, man. I hate water too. You know it's hot if I'm drinking water. Let's put it that way.
Speaking of that, I'm only drinking water now.
Congratulations.
As of this morning when I got on the scale in this room, I was 170 pounds.
Do you know what other liquids make up semen besides water?
Here we go.
No, can you bring it? When you said
We're back.
We're made of 98% water.
Yeah.
But when semen, what else is in semen besides water?
I don't think we're 98% water.
I think so.
So is it I've tested this theory
You've tasted or tested?
Oh, you've tested this? You've tasted this theory?
No. I wanted to ask you a question. Is it true if you drink a certain flavor of juice, like pineapple juice, whatever, your cum tastes like that?
I don't know if your cum tastes like that, but
I love pistachios. Wink, wink.
I will say that my wife says mine does taste good because I do eat a lot of pineapple. Now, hold on. I don't know if that means it just tastes good anyway, and the pineapple doesn't mean anything.
On an all fruit diet, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm literally. So when we started this tour in Deadwood, I was 180 pounds. So 2.5 weeks ago. And that's not obese for my size. I'm 5'8". It's not, it's not huge. I was unhappy with how I looked My face, like every picture I would have taken of me, I didn't like the way. My face, by the way, has lost more weight than anything, I feel like.
It went down to your cock, I think.
Yeah, one can only hope. So I've literally just been doing meat and water and not eating a lot. I'm probably eating about 700 to 800 calories a day, and I'm burning probably 2,000 a day. And I've lost 10 pounds, so I feel pretty good.
How come girls can't flavor their pussies?
Oh, my God.
Like, turn that shit
into what?
He's not wrong.
Turn that shit into like an Aussie bowl.
I hate that.
Acai bowl or whatever those fucking things are called.
Icy bowl.
Acai bowl.
Acai bowl.
Yeah, acai bowl. Turn this. Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. As gross and as gross as he is, he does have a point.
It is weird how the vast difference of fallopian tubes flavor our stuff differently.
If men can eat more pineapple, bitch, you can get your pH straight.
Like, bitch better be eating some pork chops and fucking gravy. I want Thanksgiving every Tuesday morning.
Oh, I'm not.
Throw that drumstick in there, bitch.
I don't know if we've ever talked about this. I don't know if we've ever talked about this.
Oh, my God.
Allegedly, by the way, Paul, we're going to see John's girlfriend in 2 days. I don't believe it because we think he murdered her during COVID because...
She's alive. That's good to know she's alive.
Because we haven't seen her in 3 years. I've never in my life seen him on the phone with her, ever.
I'm a very private person.
They don't text. I've never seen This is not. I'm not making this up. I'm not exaggerating this for the story's sake. I've never seen them make contact with each other than when they're together.
Well, it's so different than Paul being on social media. Not like
it's so great. Not once again.
Yeah,
not being on social media.
By the way,
it's incredible.
Sometimes I just try to tag you and stuff, and like today, you're just not there.
Why?
Yeah, we just saw Paul a bunch. We took some cool pictures, and he's not even there to be part of the team.
Okay, but like, why do you erase it and then put it back, and then erase it and then put it back? It's like you're just like.
Because here's my thing. Because I'm like, okay, I'll use it, I'm only using it for photography, and then I'm like, the algorithm now for like people even seeing your shit is so crazy. You need to post like reels and TikTok and all this crazy shit, and I'm like, I'm not doing all that. Like, 100%. I liked Instagram when it first came out, when it was like, you get a picture, you like it, you don't like it, keep scrolling kind of thing. Now it's like stories, reels, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking with all this shit. Like, nobody sees my stuff, so I'm like, what? And social media, in my opinion, social media is not a real fucking place. Like, people that get bent over social media, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and not only that, like, I would just do this the whole time, like, all the time. And I'm like, I don't care about people enough to look at social media. Like, dude. I'm like, doom scrolling. I'm like, I don't give a fuck enough, so I'm like, it's great not being on it. Like, I can live a life and do things on my days off. I'm not spending 30 minutes in the morning just doing this.
Every day I inch closer. Every day I inch closer to giving it up to Morgan.
Do you know that your daughter's on Instagram, Paul, posting risque pictures?
Oh my God, John! Absolutely. Why would you know that?
She only follows the lone wolf, Tommy Vext.
Oh my God!
and like a guy from the 49ers.
Two of the things that
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's really weird. Her feed's strange too.
Yeah.
If I could come to this computer, I would strangle.
It's like pictures of
her username is @daughtermerchdaddy.
What the fuck?
That would be the best. I'd love to see you guys.
Well, it's been real, everybody.
Spawn of merch.
As your kids get older, you guys finding out they have like a burner account and just fucking losing it on them.
I think Brett's kid had a burner account.
Yeah, but what would his username be? Which one?
Which kid? He only has one kid.
No, which? Oh, I thought you said Brett has a burner account.
No, I said Brett's son, I think, had a burner account.
It's just called Simple Kid.
Yeah.
Simple
Man 69. Yeah.
Simple Man 6969.
Yeah, 42069.
42069, bro. Not to get on. By the way, I do stand by that. Every day I inch closer to letting Morgan Townsend, our social media girl, just take over mine and just like deleting it off my phone. I feel like I would feel a lot better. But we just talked about this for a second because John said something about Thanksgiving in the morning because he's disgusting. I don't know if we've ever talked about this before. Are you a morning sex person?
Why? I want to brush my teeth and everything first.
because I am not.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want morning breath. I don't want to be making out with morning breath.
I don't care. I can
John,
brush my teeth.
you? Oh God, here we go.
John's
I
had that.
John's girlfriend isn't real. So
I already had
doesn't-
this phrase like in my head, but I couldn't even say it with a straight face.
Please don't say it.
When
Oh God. Oh God, here we go.
3, 2, 1. When a pussy wakes up, does it have a distinct smell as opposed to when it's been out and about breathing
It's
for a
not
day?
waking up, dickhead. Like Jesus Christ.
That always makes me wonder if fish sleep. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Yeah,
nothing-
but wouldn't like a
nothing has anything to
vagina,
do with
the
other-
walls?
What is happening right now? Wait, what is going
I bet
on?
when you wake up, it looks like a firmly pressed Reuben, like a panini, where you just gotta like open up the. Just get some light in there.
Okay. Listen, I discovered. I'm not a crazy morning sex person because I'm always like wake up and go. Like I always do shit. But I discovered when I was home last time, I am a middle of the night sex person.
Yeah,
That
me
is
too.
tight.
So you're a deviant. Got it.
Yeah.
That
You're on Dateline. Cool.
You rape,
That was tight.
You rape your
Okay.
significant other in her sleep. Got it.
All right. Yes. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm with you because what happens is we go to bed and my wife 10 out of 10 times falls asleep before me. And so when I'm done watching TV, then it's like, all right, I'm ready. But my wife will actually get mad if I want to and don't wake her up. If I just go to bed, like if I say I wanted to, but she was asleep.
Like, yeah, I wanted to, but you were asleep, and I didn't want to wake you up.
Oh, she'll get
She'll kill you?
fucking irate. Yeah, she'll be
John,
like
What?
mad. Like, wake me up. Let's do this. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's after you chloroform her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John,
Here's
what do the guys do? Do the guys like when you wake them up, or is it,
Yeah. When you rub
Usually
your beard
I
on their
headbutt
face.
the shit out of them, and then I tackle them from behind.
John
And then throw them
only
up.
sleeps with Welsh football players.
Yeah, they have to be like 5'10" to
Like the guy from the
6'2".
Replacements, the kicker.
Yeah,
Big
for
cock?
sure. Yeah, big cock, chain smokers. They love Burt's Beeswax, shit like that.
So what has been happening? Fuck, man, we haven't been on. You guys released a new album.
We did release a new album.
We're on tour.
By
for
the way,
both of us, all of us are on-
I hate morning sex. I just wanted to say that. That's not for me.
I'm not a morning sex person. Not me either. John,
Yeah, but if you
nay?
sleep during the day and wake up, is it any different?
Yeah.
like a
So
nap
you're-
sex,
so you're-
nap,
so
Nap
like wake up
sex
from
I can
nap
do.
sex.
I can do
That'd
nap
be cool.
sex.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
you're saying based
For
on the
me,
body
though,
schedule.
Yeah, for me, here's the thing. I'm good at a few things in life. I can cook, I can play guitar, and I can fuck. Like those are the things that I think I'm good at. I'm not good at much else, honestly. I can throw a football decently, I guess. But so I feel like in the morning I can't give my A game. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
No.
I can't give what I need to give in bed, and so that's why
I just wake up and I have so much shit to do normally, so it's like, oh, go. So I just, yeah.
Do you ever have to give your dick
I don't have time for
a
morning
pep
sex.
talk?
Yeah, I've had to give my dick a pep talk a couple times, especially if
Like,
it's
hey,
morning
let's
sex.
fucking do this. Like, yeah.
Like, listen, I know it's the morning and you're not used to getting hard for
We're
at least
tired.
12 hours.
And you're just hawking loogies, slapping the shit out of it.
I've slapped, I've fluff
Wake
it.
the fuck
You just
up.
do like the little squeeze, you know what I mean? Like you squeeze
silly
a little
member.
bit. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can be done talking about morning sex now.
All right,
we released a new album. Our new album is out. It's finally out. We can talk about it. It's out there. It was like it was the craziest week ever because it was #1 on like every chart, which was wild. It was the first album to be #1 on 4 charts, I think, at once.
Yeah, since
cool.
those new charts like alternative, rock, modern rock.
since they started differentiating between the rock charts.
Yes.
Yeah, it was #1 on all.
Tastemakers, you were high up there, which is super
Yeah.
like Coachella type bands.
Yeah, that's like hipster
Yeah.
type shit. So
new.
yeah. We went to go see Paul the other night in Toronto with Raj Against the Machine.
Raj.
I figured this out about that show. If we stood at front of house where the VIPs sit, of course.
Where we weren't attacked by crazy
Where
fans.
we weren't attacked by crazy fans.
Yep.
This is correct.
But I kind of figured that if I was in the pit at that show, like
Which Steve was.
Yeah, Steve got in there. If I was in the pit of that show, I would probably call that top 3 shows I've ever been to.
hands down. I don't doubt it. Like,
it's just, I mean, like that place had so like.
You could feel it in the air.
You could feel it in the air. It was palpable. You could cut that energy with a knife. And that's what I loved about it. Like when that dude walked out on stage. Well, he didn't walk because he's fucking got carried like a child out on stage by two giant men.
Thing for them to do. Yeah.
He should just crutched himself out there. That's my only critique. That's literally my only critique of the show.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is like,
out there.
That energy from that one night, it's like that every night.
Oh, I believe it because people have been waiting to see this band their whole lives or for 12 years or whatever. But, dude, when that guy walked out on stage and did the same intro he's always done, good evening, we're Rage Against the Machine.
We're Rage Against the Machine from Los Angeles. And everybody was like, ugh.
Dude, and then it was just like, it was a NSYNC Backstreet Boys level volume.
Yeah.
It was loud.
Like in an arena. Like it was...
Yeah.
Ear piercing.
It's like when that wave gets drawn out and then it comes in and crashes on the beach. It's like that rush.
It was it was so good.
And I'm not even a fan of the band per se. I know like one or two of their songs, but to say I went and saw them and the reaction, seeing everyone happy and doing their thing, that's what made it fun.
To have it feel like a show in the 90s. That's what it feels like.
90 minutes, no talking to the audience. Let's go. Turn and burn.
Didn't say
there wasn't.
That guy said he says 10 words to the crowd at the end of the show.
Sorry, I'm sitting down. I broke my leg.
He's like, I broke my leg. Second show in. You guys made my night. That was all he said to the crowd.
Run the Jewels is great. First time I ever saw them.
Great. It's just a great bill altogether. It kind of gets you warmed up for what's
Gin
about to happen.
Blossoms before them. They played Hey Jealousy and it
crushed.
It crushed. It slayed the audience.
Crushed.
For sure.
Orgy played in the parking lot. We missed that, but Orgy was playing in the parking lot on a pop-up stage.
No, we were eating hot dogs at the time. We couldn't get in there for that. And I went to go see Alanis Morissette last night.
How was that?
And Garbage. It was good, and I don't want to make fun of people in our industry. I guess not make fun of, or I guess hate on people in our industry.
Tweet these people out, folks.
The front of house mix was not even 1/8 as good as Rage Against the Machine. I don't really know the guy mixing. I looked him up. I guess he's done like some hip hop stuff and maybe like Alicia Keys too. But like, you could really only hear her voice and like bass and drums. I didn't hear a guitar the entire show. But the show itself was good because she's still doing the Jagged Little Pill thing. So I knew every song she played. But we've talked about this on the podcast before though. But Jagged Little Pill tour. Was the first time I ever felt a tatty in my entire life. I went up my girlfriend's shirt at the Jagged Little Pill tour in 1996.
Congratulations on that tatty.
Did she go up your shirt too? Or
she did.
Yep.
It was probably her first tatty she had ever felt too.
Yep.
But it was my first tatty that I'd ever felt. Bra, of course. She had a bra on. Her name was Erin. I'm not going to say her last name, which I probably did the first time I told this story.
You've done it before, yeah.
Yeah, episode 2 or 3, folks. Go back and listen up. She's on LinkedIn.
Yeah. So it was cool to be in the room. Like, she sounded really good. Garbage crushed, dude. Garbage sounded great. Like, whoever was mixing Garbage should have been mixing Alanis. But it was really good. I thought the show was great. It was packed. Couldn't, like, kind of, like...
I got a question.
Yeah.
Is it custom at a Shinedown show? Like, you're not surprised to see somebody getting jerked or finger banged in the crowd, right? Like,
oh, dude, that's one of the emails we got.
I've never seen it, but
I mean, I like being out at the merch. Like when I walk, like when you guys are playing, I'm not surprised seeing some guy's hand down the back of a girl's fucking pants, or some guy standing behind a girl and her hands just fucking jerking them off, like in the crowd. Like, it's like a custom thing at a Shinedown show.
Last night at Atlantis, I saw a lot of girls with hands down their girls' pants.
Oh, there's been people fucking Shinedown or
for sure. We actually met the girl.
Like we've
remember
seen
the one lady sent an email in a couple months back about somebody getting fingy banged at the Chattanooga show, and then we were at a show recently, and she goes, "I'm the lady who sent that email."
Yep.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say I'm the one getting finger banged.
Yeah. By my own
They were
hand.
talking about me.
Her own hand was asleep. It did its own thing.
Dude, that'd be sick if it was her
little
doing
crab
it.
basket.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Crab basket, ladies and gentlemen.
Deadliest snatch right there, folks.
Oh wow.
Couple of Swedish men up in that bitch.
Oh my god. Dude.
Wow.
What else has been happening?
Not much, man. It's
What
pretty quiet out
hasn't
there.
It's pretty
We were in Minneapolis yesterday, the site of where Dave Chappelle show got canceled by First Ave, which is a venue that I fucking berated online, by the way. Here's the thing, and I kind of found out why. Their post was basically bullshit because it wasn't because people were protesting. It was because the employees basically weren't going to come to work. Trust me, that venue wanted Dave Chappelle in there. 100%. Every venue wants Dave Chappelle in their venue.
Of
You would
course.
be fucking a fool not to, right? So what happened was some of the staff was saying they weren't going to come to work, so that's why they canceled it. So their about face online is some bullshit. First off, that special had been out for almost a year by the time you booked the show. You knew what the show was.
Yeah, I can't get started on this whole comedians being canceled and people.
I would love if Dave Chappelle did a show for an audience of just transgender, like LGBTQT. I bet they'd all have
see
a
how many people
blast.
show up. Oh, they'd fucking love
sell out 10 times over. Any group of people is going to want to laugh.
Well, I've said this from Jump Street about the cancel culture thing. 95% of the people that were protesting, I guarantee you, weren't any of those letters.
Right.
And 80% of them have none of those letters as their friends. I guarantee it. Because guess what? I have gay friends, I have trans friends, and they all love Dave Chappelle. They've never been offended by a Dave Chappelle joke. And secondly, can we talk about how some of these groups are just taking the word phobic and changing the definition for whatever suits their narrative? Like, phobic means afraid or have a adverse reaction to something. Like you're scared of something. So him making jokes about how basically trans people are beating African American people in the civil rights movement, that's not a scared thing. That's asking a question and wanting an answer.
I'm
You know what I mean?
John-phobic. I'm scared of John most times. So that's phobic, right? Like,
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Can you be afraid of other phobics?
You're phobic?
Yeah.
I'm phobic.
Yeah.
Are you transphobic?
What?
Are you scared of people who are transphobic?
Are you scared of people who are scared of people?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's like-
Yes.
yeah, it's that's so weird. And then obviously the other venue, they put on great shows and did what they did, but it's always funny to me when you're like, you obviously know what an artist does and then you cancel them after the fact. Like, because again, it's fucking white people, man. I've said this from the Jump Street. White people ruin everything.
I hate white people.
This is white people getting mad. But by the way,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is coming from two white people.
yeah, I'm black from the waist down, but it's fine.
Oh,
Listen,
my God.
listen, every white person that was protesting that show, none of them are lesbian or gay or bi or trans, and they don't have any gay or bi or trans or lesbian friends. They just want to fucking run their goddamn mouths. Like I said, I bet 5% of the people protesting were a letter. For sure. There's no way they weren't.
I don't know. The whole thing, I'm just over everything the last couple of years.
So am I.
Just-
I'm just like, I can't. Everybody's offended. Everybody's upset by something. I'm like, whatever. Like,
Well, that's just what
That's
where we are right now. It's
Paul's
just-
just being a phobic right now.
yeah. Where are you
terrified
right now,
of it.
Paul? You in Buffalo?
C in Buffalo.
Oh, you're
on a
bus. I thought
I'm in
you
the
were in a
back.
dressing room, but I know that door behind you. You're on a beat the street bus.
I am.
Damn.
That's nice.
Yeah. No, we're Buffalo, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Raleigh, Washington, and finish out in New York.
Raleigh.
You got 5 nights Madison Square Garden too.
Fucking 5 nights, baby.
Oh man, you're gonna have a blasty blast there.
Yeah, Cadence is coming out for Washington.
that's cool.
and New York,
Well, you haven't seen
she'll be
her.
able to-
You haven't seen her in 8 months, so hopefully you recognize her.
Yeah. Ask her
For
about her
real.
Instagram account.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Spawn of Merch
At
Daddy.
daughter merch daddy.
At Spawn of Merch Daddy.
It's just pictures of just. The
So is she
Confederate-
riding-
it's
is she-
pictures of the
is she
Confederate
riding with
flag,
you from
shirtless
Washington, New
dudes.
God, I fucking hate
Is she
you guys.
riding with you from Washington, New York?
We're not. We're not riding. We're just gonna stay the morning in Washington, do all the like touristy shit, so
Yep.
she can see everything, and then we're gonna just take a train up to New York later on that day.
And
then
then
we'll
the
be like
cartel and her are gonna head back home.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. A lot has happened since the last time we recorded the podcast. There was a formula shortage, Paul. I don't know if you heard this.
There's a lot of things. Yeah, let's talk about life events, current events, and the fucked up country we live in.
There was a formula shortage.
Yes.
And I wrote down to talk about like here's what happens. I love that he's holding his mic like Glenn Danzig.
Glenn
right
Danzig,
now.
come to daddy.
Is all this beautiful black hair belong to you?
Oh my God.
Come take a seat in Danzig's lap. Those are true stories, by the way.
Episode 1.
Yeah. So there was a formula shortage, and here's what I realized: if they didn't tell people that and sensationalize it, there probably wouldn't be a formula shortage. Because what happens? It was the same thing with the toilet paper thing, right? During COVID, you told people there was a shortage, and then everyone went and bought all the shit. I think if you don't tell people, there's no fucking
Media.
Yeah.
The power of media, man. That's all.
But they need that hoopla though to create something,
to create more
tension
shortages.
and fear and.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What else happened?
Jennifer Lopez now is 2 rings away from tying Tom Brady.
Dude, she's Thanos.
For what? 2 rings of what?
Tom Brady, I believe, has 6 rings, maybe 7.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez has 5 rings.
She's got the fucking Infinity Gauntlet of love, folks.
Is she getting married to old Ben?
They're married.
Yeah.
Oh, they got married.
They got
great
married,
not being on
dude.
media. I don't know anything. It's great.
They've been engaged twice and got
married. There goes
married.
my chance.
I know. Ben was looking good too for you, Paul.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Paul always had a dream to marry Batman.
Yeah. Or Daredevil.
I'm bummed that we didn't get to see him play a real Batman. Like, in all fairness,
I would have enjoyed it. I think
he's in the Flash movie with Michael Keaton.
Really?
Yeah.
Although I enjoyed Robert Pattinson's Batman. I really did.
Yeah. Different take.
He's too emo. I liked it, but it was too emo for me. If I have to hear "I Am Justice" any fucking more, I'm gonna blow my brain.
That's also the youngest version of Batman we've seen on the screen,
tonight.
though.
Sure.
Are you sure?
Emo. So emo. Yeah.
Ben Affleck's Batman had the best, I thought, portrayal of a rich, like, playboy.
When did Christian Bale play Batman?
Early 2000s.
Let's say 2001 to 2007 or 8.
All right, so Christian Bale, he was born in 1974. Okay, so his first
2005.
2005.
Batman Begins.
Yep.
2008. 2008 would have been The Dark Knight. And I would say
Dark Knight
2010
Rises.
or 11 would have been Dark Knight
No.
Rises.
So Christian Bale was probably the youngest Batman then.
No.
Really? No.
He wasn't as young as Robert Pattinson is right now.
Yes, he in Christian Bale's first Batman,
2005.
he was 31 years old.
Yep.
Robert Pattinson's 36 years old.
Interesting.
Wow.
Christian Bale was the
Good
youngest
for his
Batman.
age.
But Christian Bale didn't portray him as the youngest.
No. It felt older. Robert Pattinson felt like a child. In the movie.
Do we talk about something else controversial?
No.
No?
You don't want me on that.
I would love to hear everybody's take and get the fans' take on. You know what I'm going to bring up?
You don't want me.
Like we were in Europe when it happened. And
You don't want. I'm telling you.
Talking about?
After that is when I got off social media because I was like, "Fuck this place."
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Roe v. Wade.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking. We talk about everything on this podcast. Do we talk about that?
We don't talk about everything. We're not trying to get me canceled, Paul.
Yes, or me, I guess, for that matter.
Here, you're not going to get canceled because everyone's going to side with you. Here's my take on it.
Fucking loser.
This is my take. This is my take, and this is my take alone. And I'm going to leave it at this. I've always been for small government. I do not think the government should tell anyone what you can do with your body. Ever. Period. I don't think they should tell you what you can do in your own house other than
man or woman.
Beat children, man or woman. Doesn't matter. You can't make me get a fucking vaccine. You can't tell a woman what she can do with her body. But you are killing a child. That is my thought. I call it the drywall theory. If you're at a restaurant, right, and it's surrounded by other businesses, and you would think that those other businesses would be closed. Don't lick my hand. You think those... And I fire 6 bullets into the drywall. Is there a person on the other side or is there not?
I hope.
I don't know. Well, don't shoot the fucking gun if you don't know. That's my theory. I don't think the government should tell any woman what they can do with their body. I think that's fucked up. I think that's barbaric and caveman shit.
So
but I think
throw it back to the States, which they did.
They threw it back. Here's the thing. Also, I think the outrage is beyond what it should be.
Correct. They don't understand the Constitution.
You don't understand the Constitution. I think more things should be voted on state per state, personally. That way you don't have one fucking body of people controlling
deciding what everybody else can do.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, that's to me, state legislation is smaller government, I think. I think abortion is killing a child. So if you want to do that, do it. Do it, I guess. I agree with the outrage for women, I will say, about the government controlling their reproductive organs. But I do think that and listen, I have 2 godsons that are proof that when it's perfectly able to abort a baby who are now 4.5 feet tall, you know what I mean? So you can't tell me it's not a child. Like, it's a fucking child. You can deny it all you want. Like, here's again, it's always been my problem with that party, right? Because I don't have a party. If I do, it'd probably be libertarian, I guess.
Or iParty, or Party Central.
Yeah, Party Central.
Great balloons, Halloween sales.
Party City is my personal favorite.
Party City is my party.
Done.
But it's always been my thing with the party, right? So like, they use science only when it's convenient for them. Because science, at the core of it, would tell you that's a child. But when it's COVID, or when it's gender, or when it's me saying I believe in God, well, science is only convenient when they need to use it. When they don't need to use it, like, well, hold on, that's not fair. It was like, well, fucking science, motherfucker. You can't use it only when it works for you.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. The last couple of years.
So those are my thoughts. I think it's bullshit that the government can control what any human being can do with their own body. But I think it's that you have a child. The new Bill Burr special is great because he goes, you walked in there with a baby and you're walking out without one. Where'd the baby go?
It is crazy. There's some countries like China that will tell you how many kids you can have.
That's fucked up.
And it's like, if some of these people that are bitching about some of the issues here, which we do have issues here, and went to these other countries for a day, not only would they not be able to say what they do on social media or protest, they'd all be shot. And it's like, I think people take that for granted here as well, that there is worst case scenarios everywhere else, and you're lucky to be in a country that allows you to, if you want to protest, do it civilly and professionally. Don't be fucking a piece of trash.
Mm-hmm.
I have always been, I am pro-life, but to define that for me, I am pro-life for all those that are defenseless. And so the other day, my sisters and I were talking just about all sorts of stuff. And my older sister was like, but John, you're pro-death penalty, so you can't be pro-life. And I looked at it, I stepped back, I'm like, well, holy shit. So for me, I will do everything in my power to defend those that can't defend themselves. And so I was raised that way. I'm that personality. I don't get into the weeds on certain stuff. So a lot of times people are like, well, what if the girl was raped? And it's like, I don't know how that feels. I don't know. I can only imagine a fraction of what that pain and heartache and
That's a gray
fear
area for me.
And how scared you are. And I don't. So that's one of those things too. Where I don't. Maybe they want to have that, or maybe they feel like it's not really theirs. And so I understand that plight of it. But I've always been defend those that can't defend themselves. And now you get the whole rabbit hole. Is conception? When's the baby a baby? What stage? And I'll say this, I don't care if this pisses people off. These motherfuckers that push for third term or late term abortions and think it's okay.
I hope they fucking get shot.
I will shoot them right now. I'll give them a 30-year abortion right in the streets.
That's fair.
I'm like, to me, like, here's the thing. And again, we live in a buzzword society, right? I'm pro-life. But why wouldn't I be fucking pro-choice? Pro-choice. I hate that those are the two things.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, everyone should be pro-fucking life. Everyone should be pro-life.
Now, what if the mother's sick or she's going to die if she gives birth? Dude, I get it.
There's ectopic.
And she's already a mother. She's already a mother with 6 other kids that need her. Or
I get it. My thing. Here's my thing. As a man of a daughter, if my daughter, God forbid, ever got raped, one, I'd have to murder somebody, and I'm okay with that.
You'd actually be back in jail twice.
Yeah, you're no longer pro-life because you're murdering.
But yeah, I'm fucking murdering. If my daughter ever got raped and somebody said, well, you have to keep this child, tell me how that's right at all. And how if she has an abortion, she's going to be punished for it. So now she's getting punished twice for something that she didn't choose to do?
Well, it's not going to take away pregnancies. It's going to take away...
But what I'm saying, it's taking away safe abortions. It's taking away the safety of having an abortion safely. So what they voted on, not only that, like, who's going to adopt all these kids that these young kids can't take care of if they're going to have an abortion?
The other thing, too, that Paul brings up there, it's so easier to adopt a dog than a kid.
That's what I'm saying. Is like these motherfuckers that voted against women being able to choose what they do with their own body, are they adopting any of these kids that need homes? No. So
I will say
now we have a bunch of kids that don't have homes, and the adoption shelters are already fucking full. And like John just said, it's easier to get a fucking dog than it is to get a kid. They make it so difficult.
And you have to pay a godly amount of money. Yeah. Right, a woman that can't have birth, to give birth or whatever, can't adopt a kid or 10 kids because it costs $30,000-$40,000.
They have to make X amount of dollars plus. Yes, correct.
Right.
So
I'll say this though: the numbers, the media numbers are very skewed about there's this many kids in foster care, but there's only this many people signing up for adoption. That's bullshit. There are a shit ton of people in line to adopt kids.
They just can't.
But they just
make
can't.
It impossible.
They make it impossible. Now listen, I don't think they just need to go, do you live in a good home? Like a dog. You know what I mean?
What's your Facebook
there
page?
needs to be a lot of psychiatric evaluation to make sure you're not going to be 100%. Fucking driving these kids to like
or
fucking slavery.
Selling them in fucking sex slaves or whatever. You know what I mean? But to me, here's what I think. I think I'm with you. Everyone knows my wife is extremely passionate about being pro-life. And I am as well, but where me and my wife will disagree is the rape thing. I'm just like, listen, I can't.
I don't understand
It's not something I can't support this. Yep. I can't support it. It's not my body. I didn't have to go through this horrific fucking ordeal. I can't imagine having to carry around something that's the worst memory of your life. You know what I mean? So I'm with you there. But to me, again, and aside from that, take that off the table. And obviously, ectopic pregnancies where it's the mom. There's people going like, there's people that are so fucking pro-life that are like, well, it's the mom. We got to save the mom. The baby has to go, and people are like, "Oh, well, save the baby." I'm like, "Well, fuck you." Like, the mom's in her 40s. She had a life.
Who gets to dictate what life gets chosen, which life gets taken?
But that's a double-edged sword.
That's the question.
Who gets to dictate? Because to me, I believe in God, right? So like, who gets to dictate? Well, a doctor shouldn't be able to take a fucking baby out of a fucking woman's stomach. He doesn't get to dictate either. Do you know what I mean?
But it is that woman's choice to decide with her 100%. Body. Like,
I agree with that. I've always agreed with that. I don't think, again, I'm for small government. I don't think the fucking government should tell you anything you can or cannot do with your body. I think everyone should be able to do as many fucking drugs as they want to do. Honestly,
go.
I don't think you. Do whatever.
You literally snort ham.
You literally snort ham. But here's my thing. To me, a pregnancy as a baby, when you can hear a heartbeat, that's a living thing.
Fingernails. Like, come on.
That's a living thing,
yes.
Dude. I don't care what you say. You can steer around semantics all you want. It's a baby. It's a fucking baby. If you take the fucking cake out 10 minutes before it's done, you don't say that wasn't a fucking cake. Right. It was a cake.
You overcooked the shit out of it.
Yeah.
You can't eat it.
If you overcook it,
I wonder how many.
Just like if you overcook a baby, they taste terrible.
When kids are aborted, I wonder how many of those kids that are aborted or are either pro-life or pro-choice. I always think about that. I'm like, this person at second term, it's like some of these states can do, can now determine that this child will never have a choice in life. And I just, it's tough for me to realize that. It's like, I don't know. I don't like getting political about all this stuff, but it's, we can have this discussion here, very civil and open. The problem is the media won't let us do this or let people do this in the way it should be done. They put a gun to your head. Either think this way. And if you protest, you better counter protest and start blowing up abortion clinics or dragging crucifixes through the street because you're Catholic and pro-life. It's like we can never meet in the middle without being just drawn at gunpoint saying you have to think like we tell you.
100%. Like what we're saying right now, that's just not allowed in the media.
No,
you got to be you have to be blowing up abortion clinics, or you have to be asking for third-term abortions.
Right.
You know, like there's no.
You can't. It's crazy because and I was thinking about this the other day. Like, how do you It sucks when political views dictate your friendships that you're allowed to have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's things that, and you'll both know exactly what I'm talking about. That works in your camp that I see completely, and one of my good friends. But I see completely opposite on life with. Every aspect almost of everything we think is fucking different.
Same with me and that same person.
And lead truck driver Jim.
Yeah, lead truck driver Jim.
We have the complete opposite views on everything, but it doesn't dictate our friendship. We're still
because you're a civil human being, and you grew up in a society where that stuff didn't matter. Where this is going to start coming into play is these younger generations who are deleting their fucking grandmother off Facebook because their grandmother voted for Donald Trump.
Right, because the grandfather wears a MAGA hat because he likes it.
You're going to see it in younger
generations. But that's
generations.
the thing is when I'm with said person, okay, I don't make it a point to throw in jabs about my political party or what I believe, but other said person make sure that they constantly have to throw in well, you're president or whatever, blah blah blah. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. I don't get that side is definitely very much
it's the black and white. It's the black and white of it, right? If someone goes you're president. I'm like, no, neither of these motherfuckers were mine. You know what I mean? None of them were mine.
Well, technically he is.
Lesser of two evils. They both suck.
The current one's mine, and the last one was mine because I'm a citizen of the United States, and I got to deal with the ramifications.
Yeah.
I had to deal with the ramifications for 4 years of a megalomaniac, and now I got to deal with the ramifications of a guy
mumbling fucking geriatric old fuck
who can't say or spell megalomaniac.
It hates us using cheap, low gas prices.
Yeah. By the way, can we talk about that shit? When the fucking gas prices hiked up and everyone was in the fucking press meetings being like,
oh, dude.
Hey, listen, the president is not responsible for gas prices. The fucking gas goes down 10 cents and this motherfucker goes, I've been working on bringing down I'm like, motherfucker, you can't take the credit for him going down when you didn't take the credit for him going up. You fucking turd.
Yeah, and
man.
every president that steps in new always just takes credit for something, but doesn't. It's
when the last president did
it's circular.
Dude, I laughed so hard at that fucking dumbass actor, fucking whatever that male press secretary guy is. He's a fucking clown show. And then he goes, listen, the president's been working very diligently to bring down gas prices. I'm like, hold on. I thought he didn't control this because 3 weeks ago you said, listen, we don't control how high gas prices get. Oh, but when you bring them down, congratulations.
Then you control it, yeah.
Dickhead.
Now,
that's how stupid people are to just listen to that and be like, oh, yeah, it's true.
He doesn't control it. Fucking stupid, man. These people, and that's.
I hate dumb people. How about that?
I've always said the fact that a person is smart and a people are dumb as fuck. So as a society, we have to play to the fucking the worst player on the team, right? That's why there's fucking speed limits when you drive, all these things. Because, some people don't know what the fuck they're doing. So we got to play to the slowest fucking player on the goddamn team. If there's a fucking MAGA hat wearing fucking dude or a fucking Joe Biden supporter and they believe this shit, that's the guy. That's who we are in society.
It gets
We're the guy who believes
carrying that team to the playoffs every fucking year.
Yeah. We can be LeBron James.
God damn, I'm like Horace Grant, just carrying my fucking team to the playoffs.
Oh my God! Yeah, we play to the worst player.
We play to win the game.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we do. Sometimes
you let him off the hook.
Sometimes we do. Sometimes we don't. John, Paul, You were out on tour right now. I would like to know how is your below the belt situation looking?
We're looking good. We're looking all right.
Why are you looking good?
Manscaped. I swear. Here's my thing. I love the clippers. The ball deodorant though. A little bit of that after the shower. It's hot out, and that's absolutely a lifesaver.
I'm still saying I would like them to make a men's body spray that is the scent of the ball deodorant. I want to smell like my balls.
The crop preserver is incredible.
The crop preserver body spray would be. I love that smell. I want to smell like my balls. And if you want to smell like my balls, go to manscaped.com and use the code SUPScape for free shipping and 20% off. Listen, John knows it. Paul knows it. I know it. Not that he uses it on his chest or anything, although we should.
I haven't seen a pubic hair in months.
Other than his chest, which is still
chest
gross.
pubes.
You're going to go to manscaped.com. You're going to use that code SUPScape. You're going to save 20%. You're going to get free shipping. And listen, you're going to get your balls right for your lady, for your man, for your non-binary pal, whatever you want.
Dude.
You're going to get those.
She, they, them, the.
Get them right. Rage against pubic hair is what you should be doing right now. That's what you should be doing.
See what you did there.
Rage against the pubic hair. Go to manscaped.com. Use that code SUPScape. Get your balls right, and your balls will thank you. You got anything for us today, buddy?
Do I ever?
John the Shaman, keeping you on track. All you gotta do is touch his big old sack of mail.
Do I?
Okay, it's been a while. Real
Dude.
quick, we'll talk about this in the news. If I don't have any news, we'll just go off a bunch more
We've
shit.
kind of been talking about news anyway.
Here we go. This is a new person, female from South Carolina.
A lady.
Hey.
I've been a fan of Shinedown ever since I saw y'all at Birthday Bash back in 2016, I believe. But have just found out about the podcast.
What birthday bash?
In the last episode, Zach was talking about his first time touching an undershirt boob, which got me thinking about when I saw y'all back in October in Atlanta at the Fox Theater. Here I was all excited about hearing Diamond Eyes live, but was quickly ruined by a couple in front of me. Midway through the song, I noticed that he was almost elbow deep into this girl's pussy. So after
She
that
did not
night,
say-
I
Did
could
not say
never
pussy. You're a motherfucker. I know it.
to Diamond Eyes again. P.S.
She
Love the podcast.
She bleeped it out.
But it was pussy, and he just
Yeah,
wanted
it
to
was
make sure he
pussy.
said it.
That guy was trying to get in
I
between
could
those
never
diamond
listen to Diamond
thighs,
Eyes again.
bro.
P.S. Love the podcast.
This guy was trying to get between those diamond thighs.
He was probably like, oh, fuck yeah, I love Stallone.
Yeah, dude, that guy's a big Rambo fan for sure.
Wow.
Diamond thighs.
Oh, Jesus. Booblay boob.
Booblay,
Yeah.
boob. Shout out to
Michael
that
Boob.
guy. That's a seated theater too, so that's pretty
Could you
obvious.
imagine going wrist
Listen,
deep?
get in
Or
where
elbow
you
deep?
fit in.
What's elbow deep like? That's
Bro, that's birth.
like we're not even sure what hole. Like technically, that could have been her asshole. Or yeah,
Dude,
we're not even sure
if she kills his arm while it's inside there, that's an abortion.
for sure. That part of his arm goes to Valhalla.
Just your arm.
Oh my God.
Here's another one right here. Man, all these things actually kind of fit into what we were talking about today. This is a guy. Did you guys see the video of a woman getting her pussy full-blown
Oh my
eaten
God.
out in the autopsy pit during their set at Maryland Death Fest? If not, please check it out. It's nuts. And he posted the link.
What I need you to do is just send me that link.
I feel like I heard about this.
Is there, like, what's the etiquette for that?
You don't do it in a public area.
If you do it, don't do it in the pit. Like,
That's where you do it, dude. If
Yeah,
you're
I'm going to
do
try
it.
and send this
In the
over
pit?
here.
Really?
Dude, don't do it on the lawn, bro, where nobody can see it. Do it in the pit.
Yeah.
But you imagine as a kid, you're looking up like, oh, I'm going to stage dive, or oh, I'm going to grab a guitar pick, or we're going to do a circle mosh pit. And you look up and they're just eating some fucking guy or girl's ass just
It'd be
right there in
great
the
if that
crowd.
venue had a sign out that said no stage diving or muff diving.
I just sent you guys the video.
Good.
If you had to have sex in a public place, where would it be?
I have had sex in a public. I've had sex on top of a hotel before, like on top of the hotel outside. I don't know if that's very public, but I mean it's
pretty public.
In a bedroom.
I've had sex at like a military base by a body of water that was public.
Okay.
I've done it in public pool, yeah.
Oh, dude, pool sex is the worst though. Trash.
Oh,
I
God.
didn't enjoy it, but like I had sex.
Dude, water
In a hot tub? Public hot tub. You're bringing your spunk to a boil with other
That
dudes.
man said you did say you were in a public pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
So at least it was hot. You could make that
That's
soup a little warm.
disgusting.
Yeah, man soup.
The baby comes out. It's like 3 different genders. It's like 3 different things. It's like, holy fuck.
Oh my
Half
God.
Yeah, it comes out looking like a thing from John Carpenter's A Thing.
Dude.
Just
I
mutated
said out of
out.
public pool. I didn't say in the public pool. I was just in
How many people were in the
outside of
pool?
it.
There's 3 people playing Red Rover, fucking diving for pennies. And
Yeah,
you're
it
still
was,
over there.
middle of the day, and we're just fucking on the
And
patio.
you're over there just being bent over a fucking cabana.
Oh
Cabana
my
boat.
god.
Man, fucker.
That's terrible.
That shit's good, man.
What else you got there, John?
Just
Probably
trying
a
to-
lot. I would assume there's a lot, right?
There is, but I didn't vet a lot of them, so I'm just kind of.
He's reading them. He's vetting them right now.
Okay, so here's one from a man. He said it a bunch of things, but he goes, "This is a gripe of mine. If we're going to ban John from saying the word pussy, can we also ban Zach from saying the phrase, 'here's the thing'? He must say it at least 10 times an episode, and it seems like it's going to be a hot take on something, but 9 out of 10 times it's just another gripe."
Here's the thing. I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even mean to do that. I swear I didn't mean to do that. That's so how natural I say it. So me and my buddy Darren back in the day would have a thing where we would, if I said it so much, even back in the day, like in my teenage years, I would say, "Here's the thing," and Darren would always go, "What's the thing, Zach?" So
What's the thing?
Like literally every time I did, he'd go, "What's the thing?" Because I'd always say that, and I just said it again, not even trying to. When I said, "Here's the thing,"
That's amazing.
I say, "Here's the thing" a lot.
What's the thing?
All right, you know what? All right, I gotta. Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so this guy also had a third gripe. "I would love to know your guys' thoughts. I totally respect what Shinedown, or any band for that matter, does in the time they spend away from their families to tour and produce music. I also completely understand that bands evolve, people change, and music changes. What I can't stand, though, is that elitist fans always say, 'Well, if you're a true fan, you'd like to do anything they put out.' Just stop. I can respect bands evolve and growing, but I'm allowed to not like a certain song or album and have an opinion and still be a fan of that band." Thoughts?
100%.
I agree.
100%.
But I agree, but I know what this person's kind of talking about, and what happened is when the record came out on a lot of the fan forums, people were getting on there and like, here's the thing: if you don't like the record, just
What's the thing, Zach?
Fuck.
Damn.
If you don't like the record, don't say anything at all, or just say, "Hey,
Not really my
I
cup of
listened
tea."
to it. I don't know if I'm into it yet." It was the fact that they were like trying to trash it, but like defend it with other records, like, you know, "I love Attention, but I don't get the robot voices or whatever." And I was like, well, the robot voices are one of the most important parts of the album. So
Here's the thing. Every album is different. That's the thing.
here's the thing.
I'm going to try and do it more now. Just,
every album-
to offset
Just to
that.
change the algorithm.
Every album is different, and that's the point. But like people were going on and being like, blah blah, I don't like the voices, and I like this is a fucking gripe kind of.
Why even say that in a public forum? You don't like something. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's my point at all.
Like, why waste time? I don't even tell someone if I like their shit. I just tell them in private. I don't post about it.
Here's the thing. I don't care if people go and say that, like, "Hey man, like I listened to it and I need to give it a couple more chances because I didn't really like it the first time." I actually don't care about that. It's people who would go on and they would try to like trash it or whatever on the fan forums, and fans would just eat them alive, which I loved. But I would comment back and go, "Listen, I hate Applebee's, right? Do you see me going on the Applebee's Facebook and going, 'Fuck you, you guys suck'? Like, no, I don't care. I just stay off there because I don't like it. So why waste my time and go do something like that?
Applebee's isn't that bad though.
It's terrible. It's fucking trash.
Well, agree to disagree. Here's the thing.
The other thing to me was people going, it's these people who know nothing about production or music for that matter, and they go, I wish they would go back to heavier sound like Sound of Madness. And then I was like, oh, Sound of Madness that had Second Chance and Call Me and What a Shame and Crow and the Butterfly and If You Only Knew. By the way, Sound of Madness has more ballads than it has heavy songs, just for reference. Or mid-tempo / ballads. There's only 5 heavy songs on the record. There's 6 non-heavy songs. This one has more heavy songs than slow songs. So I was like, what are you talking about? Like, they just want to say something so bad just to like
they want to be heard.
Try to offend you, and I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me. So what that guy's saying, like, I understand what he's saying, but like, if you go on and just say, yeah, you know what, I don't get the record, I like the last record better or whatever, I don't care about that. It's when you go on and you start trashing something, and then other fans eat you alive for it because our fans are so passionate. Good, you deserve it, as far as I'm concerned.
You gotta be passionate if you're gonna finger bang at a live concert.
Listen, dude,
that's all I'm saying.
Our fans got to be passionate for that. All right, I got some speed around. I got some speed around stuff because I asked some questions on.
You should start like a hashtag butt fuck during Simple Man. See like how many stuff we get.
All right, everybody, get your hands down those pants. Let's go.
Let's go.
And we're butt fucking.
Oh my god.
Get your pussy fingers in the air.
Put your pussy's fingers in the air. Can we never say the P word on the podcast?
All right, boys, let's sniff those pussies. Get them up. Put those lighters and pussies up.
All right.
Get those pussies on the back of your neck.
Speed round. Everybody's got to answer.
Answer so fast you think we're high on cocaine. Hold on tight because we're blowing your brain. It's a speed round, speed round.
What is the weirdest place you've ever woken up after a party and a night of drinking? Everybody knows mine.
Pile of bark mulch after a wedding outside a Hilton Garden Inn in Bristol, Tennessee. And I woke up to a sprinkler head soaking me wet.
I woke up outside of a water fountain.
So fast.
From a. He knew exactly where.
Dude, that night I should have been arrested.
Dude, he knew exactly where he was.
I woke up outside of a water fountain outside of a Hilton Garden.
Dude, the Hilton is where it's at.
Dude.
Hilton.
Yeah, if you're near Hilton.
Yeah. That was in my drinking days, and that was bad.
When did you stop drinking, Paul?
Why?
No, when?
Actually, it just beginning of July. It was 10 years ago.
Oh shit!
I found out when we were having cadence that I was going to quit drinking.
Paul's a quitter. Yep.
I'm a quitter.
Fucking loser.
I woke up in a very. You guys know that.
Here's the thing, Paul. You gave up.
There's a story. There's a story I'm never going to tell on this podcast, but you guys all know it individually. I woke up in a room that was not my own, with people who were
had hooves.
Yeah. So that was when I stopped drinking. Actually, as I woke up in a hotel room that wasn't mine. I don't know how I got there. I don't know who put me there, and I didn't know these people that were.
So what are you doing, Zach?
It's been 2 days. It's been 2 days since this.
Yeah, this
he's
was yesterday.
reset 2 days ago.
This was yesterday.
It's an Atlantis and garbage show.
A suck job fest backstage at garbage.
All right. Any advice on dealing with toxic coworkers? This is a speed round.
What's that?
Any advice on dealing with toxic coworkers?
Just don't fucking deal with them.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah, I do.
Fucking ignore them or try to get them fired.
You can ignore that stuff to still accomplish your mission.
Stay as far away as you can.
Or be more toxic and see how they like it.
Go overboard.
Fuck yeah.
Question for Brent, since Brent's not here, so I'm not fucking answering that. Best 80s movie.
Oh God, John.
Lost Boys or Monster Squad for me.
Ooh, Lost Boys is up there. When did Top Gun come out?
86.
86.
Top Gun or
there's so many good ones. I mean, this is.
I know, man. I could go on forever. Top Gun or Roadhouse.
Fucking Rambo, Roadhouse.
Yeah,
that's too bad.
Point Break. I don't know, man. That's too hard.
Point Break was 90s. Point Break was 90s.
90s. Okay, 90s.
Tank Girl was 90s. I'm Roadhouse Karate Kid.
Karate Kid's great.
Roadhouse,
yeah, hard.
Dude, Stone Cold with Brad Bosworth is a Stone Cold classic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
amazing.
those are good. Okay.
Die Hard.
Let's see. Do you ever
Predator.
read messages sent to the SUP Insta account? You should. I think we do, right?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes there's so much. We get so much spam there that we apologize if we don't respond to everything. But there's a ton of fucking bullshit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're super horny when we do that, so it's tough to concentrate.
I don't know what this question means, but I love it. I went to see a certain band play on Saturday. Wanted to give a BJ, but John said no.
What? Oh,
When did you guys see me? I'm like, when did you
I
see
know.
me?
I do. I put a kibosh to this real quick.
I don't know. Who is this person?
I believe me. So
Believe me.
I got
Alright.
a message. Like during,
Somebody wanted to give a
during popular
a band.
Give you one?
Yeah, a message. Hey, is a band doing a meet and greet after the show? And I normally don't read that stuff if I don't know who this person is.
Put the fucking mic by your face.
What's wrong?
You're cutting out.
And yeah, and so when I did, so I get this message, and I'm like, "Fuck! Why did I open this?" Now I know I read it, which is a
Now
feature
that I
of
know you read
Instagram.
it, then you
Instagram
got-
has to
yeah.
change that shit. Sorry.
Gotta get rid of it. That's rough.
And she's like, "Hey, it's a band going out by the buses after. Where can I meet to take a picture of the guys?" I'm like, "We're out of here after the show. We're not doing that stuff. Enjoy the show."
We're not doing that stuff.
Well, because we're leaving. Like, well, three of us were leaving
Yeah.
to get to Winnipeg.
Yeah.
And whatever, she was cool. Like, no problem. I get a message yesterday from same said woman. I open it foolishly because I don't know who it is, right? I forget people's faces, and she's like, "Man, I get it. You guys just doing your job. They're doing the guys. No problems asked. This is what you missed out on." And it was
I really wanted to fuck out on Charlie.
It was a photo of her with her bra and I think maybe some tits hanging out that she sent me on Instagram saying, "You could have had this," with a smiley face. Okay, here's a PSA right here, folks.
Send John more.
Send
pictures.
me. I need to see
All the
cleavage
dick
and
pics.
or like dick crust.
Dick
no,
crust.
I don't.
Crust.
I am not that person. Like, stop doing that. Like, have some couth and self-esteem to not feel like you have to do that type of stuff to impress someone. Just be a good person and stay away from that, because in this day and age, there's sickos out there that do something to someone like that. It's just not worth it. You're sending it to the wrong guy.
You moving the mic away from your face is driving me crazy.
You
'cause
just-
it's
So
the
no
audio.
be-
So you didn't get a blowjob Saturday?
No, but she's here today, Zach, and we're gonna do a loaded baked potato, right, for
Everybody's
sure.
getting sucked.
All right. How do I know what I should do with my life? I'm a 15-year-old sophomore. No, you shouldn't. You don't know what you want to
You
do with your
don't.
life yet.
Don't party
you're
as
not
much as
going
you
to
can
for
right
a
now.
while.
Yeah, never
Get in trouble while you
it's-
can.
Stay 15.
Stay
is
out
what
of
you
jail.
should
Yeah,
do
get
with
it-
your life. Also, what the
Stay out of
fuck are you
jail.
listening to this podcast?
Yeah, whoa, actually.
She's probably a single parent.
How do I overcome sexual shyness? Spit in someone's mouth.
Yeah, after they've come in your mouth.
No.
What?
Dude.
What? Is this the same 15-year-old?
I have a theory that John just likes. I was fucking at 15, but I was not spitting in people's mouths. I have a theory that
No,
John.
that's definitely a 16-year-old thing for sure.
I have a theory that John just likes his other podcast so much that he just tries to get this podcast canceled by saying the word pussy and saying the
No,
grossest
I can
things he
it's
can
totally different. I can be play a different version of myself that I have to suppress a lot of times.
Here's one that just says John's balding.
Oh, thank you.
This guy's name is
Good job.
Nick Chezzy. So
If you were Will Smith, would you come up and try and slap me?
he's a douche anyway. I don't know who that guy is. Let's see. What qualities do you need to work for John's company?
What's that?
What qualities do you need to work
Who
for your
set that in?
company?
Guy or
Who
girl?
said that? Me?
A guy. He looks like a pretty burly looking fella too.
Private message me. I'll talk to you off the air.
Okay. He can't tell us what
Don't
it
be
takes.
don't be a sex offender. No priors.
Don't be a sex offender. That's number one.
John,
Yeah, for sure.
what can I do to become, private
Dude,
security?
we already said that he's already going to be second security.
Well, he can't even watch his band
Cut
out
off
there
your
right
sleeve.
now.
It looked like John was surprised when Brent ran into the crowd in Windsor. Was that planned? It was not. I actually told John.
Well, no, the
that
problem
Brent
is
was in the crowd.
when he jumps down, I can't. I'm not gonna. I can't. If he's on the other
Over
side
on
of the
those
stage.
wings, you couldn't see him.
Well,
What happened in Toronto?
Toronto, the whole thing. So the Windsor, I can't. If he jumps down, if I'm on the other side, I'm not going to jump down until I know where he's going. And so I was able to meet him at front of house. But it's weird how he started to do that again now, which in a good way. The Toronto thing, there was a fight. Some guy just sucker punching people like just crazy. Brett wanted to jump in there and diffuse it, which I highly suggest these guys don't do that, but they are really good with the crowd control. And oddly, it's weirdly enough that if anyone, Zach or Eric jumped in there, if Barry jumps in there, all hell's broke loose. But if they jump in there, the way the crowd respects them as artists and people, like they're able to do that. A lot of artists couldn't do what they do when it comes to telling a crowd to shut the fuck up or, hey, make a hole or stop. Or it is pretty endearing. That guy was just a drunk asshole, just swinging at people.
He had a Monster shirt on, though, so shout out to him.
Yeah.
Paul probably sold it to him.
For sure.
Anyway, let's do a couple more speed rounds. Does John saying pussy still bother you? 100%.
Always.
Yeah. Do people often tell John that he looks like Tom Segura? They do.
Oh, so the day we were in
Windsor.
I took a picture next to the tour poster of Tom Segura. He responded.
What did he say?
He did a smiley face and damn it. I took his face.
It's like a version of Face Off.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys have the same
We're
face.
going to tell Garth.
Oh, man, we got to get Tom on here just to talk about the Garth thing. And what is, someone asked me, was the Quebec City really the best crowd of all time? For me, yeah. Honestly,
fucking great crowd,
I think it
man.
was. It was probably maybe the best crowd I've ever played in front of. That was a headline.
I mean,
crowd.
the band, the write-up the next day was on the second page saying they're fucking insane. How, people were blown away by it.
It was great. My brother and I are accidentally talking to the same chick. What should I do?
Fuck your brother, then the chick.
Oh, my God. Both of you fuck a chick. I don't know.
Yeah, and then tell a chick that your brother's gay.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you that chick would be into it.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
100%. She'd be into it. I guarantee.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a certain percentage of women that like that. I think that's their fantasy.
If you blindfolded a girl and she was with,
here we go.
And she was with
two
identical twins, and they were just plowing her. Do you think she could tell the difference between each pub without them grunting or doing any vocal things?
I would love to know.
Do you think they could?
Where your brain?
Do you think they could?
No, I don't think so. No.
So when you're identical, if you're a brother and you're both identical twins, your cocks are the same.
Do you feel it when the other one comes?
That's what I'm wondering.
You know what? That's the question of the week.
Yeah. Is your cock or pussy the same if you're identical?
If you know a twin,
male, don't listen to the second part of his question.
Yeah.
If you know a male twin that's identical, do you guys' dicks look the same?
If you have matching cooters, we want to know.
No, stop. We're just caring about dicks on this one.
Yeah.
We're just caring about dicks.
Just caring about dicks.
That's
bro.
such an interesting.
Stop.
Yeah, send those dick pics in.
Someone said, happy you're getting back to being fit, sharing your motivation, tips for consistency. You know what my consistency is as far as doing it goes? I get in there and go, stop being a lazy fuck, just go do it. And honestly, my consistency with eating has been, I've been to all these places before, I've tried all this food before, and when I come back, it'll still fucking be there. That's honestly like...
You not doing after show food, super amazing.
Yeah.
Like normally you could like get like whatever.
Well, normally because what I do, like before I started changing how I eat on this tour, I would eat lunch around noon or 1, and I'd eat like a fairly light lunch, and then I don't eat dinner at all, and I would just house whatever I got for after show food.
Just
a whole fucking pizza, whatever,
a dude, whatever it was.
I would house it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I eat 5 minutes after the show's over. Which the band doesn't understand because they're like, how do you do that? I'm like, my body's still burning calories right now. Like I'm trying to just eat while I'm fucking my body's going. So that's why. But my motivation has been like, you know what? I've eaten all this shit before. I've eaten all the delicious food in the world. Next time I come back, if I'm off this train, I'll eat it again. I don't need to, I'll see, I did cheat. I cheated one day at that festival. I got a corn dog and a lemonade.
That was after the show, though.
It was after the show. Yeah. It was fucking delicious, and I regret it.
I actually pressured him to get up throughout the day, but he didn't succumb to it.
I didn't succumb to it. I've been doing really good.
Which bothered me.
And walking around the Mall of America yesterday, there's 7 Haagen-Dazs.
Dude.
There's fucking
Benihana
9 Nestle
there,
stores.
hanging out.
Yeah, didn't go to Benihana. You know what I did? I went to Hooters and I got 6 wings and a water. That's what I ate.
Yeah, no PS steak.
No, I didn't go. Well, we went to Alanis Morissette, so I couldn't have gone to PS Steak. Let's see. What's John's most annoying habit? You know what it is? It's. No, I think that she's asking us.
Oh,
you know what it is?
Why the fuck are these people?
It's also slightly the most endearing and habit is like the stuff that he comes up with in his head. Like him asking like if an identical twins have the same dick. That's
just him genuinely thinking.
It's super annoying because you're like, oh my god, what is he going to say next? But at the same time, you're like, wow, that's actually a great question.
It's a great question.
It's a great question.
Send in those dick pics, folks.
By the way, I don't know. We didn't ask for pics, dude. We just asked if
John asked for pics.
If you're an identical twin, we want to know if your
I'm
dick
gonna
looks
Google
the
that
same
after,
as your
actually.
twin. suplifeadvice@gmail.com is where you send the email. Let's see. Why do we buy cards for kids' birthdays? I analyze which card to buy for a 1-year-old. That's actually a good question. I don't know why we do that. So I used to do this thing to where my mom.
They're $4 for a fucking card. Isn't that insane?
Yeah. My mom My mom has saved all these.
We should sell our own cards with like godly shit on the covers.
SUP, birthday, and Christmas cards.
Custom cards.
Dude, that's
divorce
dumb.
cards.
Yeah.
Divorce cards.
Just stupid holidays.
I've been fucking your best friend. By the way, this is over.
Yeah. Nice pussy.
Oh my god. I was
sorry about the
girl
death
was
in the
saying that to a
family.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Ollie's like, Dad, what's this card from Paul?
So I used to do this thing. My mom saves all these cards, by the way. I used to get my mom cards on her birthday and Mother's Day that were like, you know, thanks for being a strong black woman. Like, I
do that still to my sisters and people. Yeah.
So my mom has saved all of them, by the way. She sent me a picture of them the other day. It was like, by the way, thank you for being a strong Indian influence in my life.
Yeah,
like, you know, like
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah. I would get my mom just joke cards all the time. I got to start doing that again.
That's the best.
I haven't done it in a very long
Dude,
time.
that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to start doing that.
You're going to your funeral, you're giving a fucking happy birthday.
Yeah.
Congratulations card.
All right. That's the
Congratulations, your shopping bill just cut in half.
Oh my god.
You don't need the black card at Costco anymore. Go back to the white one.
Do we have a fan club address?
Wow.
suplifeadvice@gmail.com. That's the only fan club address that we have. Let's see. Someone said, look up what a baculum is. I'm not looking that up. You people are fucking psycho. I'm not. That's probably something fucking disgusting. All right, let's go. Let's do some gripes and then we'll fucking get out of here. Paul's got stuff to do.
You better watch out. You better be nice, or you might find yourself in Zach's gripes.
It's our first one back. You know, we'll.
Yeah, it was fun.
We did what we could on the first one back. I hadn't written down anything in a very long time. All right, I got a couple gripes. Gate lights are getting even worse at airports. It's just getting to the point where like they just stand in the sky priority lane or whatever the first class lane is. They just stand there and they don't fucking move and they just wait and they just fucking wait and then they'll say anything. And then now they're doing a thing to where as soon as it's not like you know, older people or parents needing extra time or military personnel, as soon as they say the first thing, everyone tries to just jump on. I'm like, sit the fuck down.
And just because you have a stroller does not mean you early board. These are for elderly or veterans or people that can't walk.
Hold on. Yes. I have kids.
Oh my God.
Granted, my kids are fucking bougie as shit and they've flown private more than they've flown commercial.
Ollie hasn't been, Avery has been a rolling. They're driving Tesla vehicles now.
I will say, when I have flown commercial with the kids, having to carry it is annoying, and you do need the extra time because everyone feels pressure when someone's behind them on a plane trying to get on the plane. The stroller thing is a real thing. I admit that is a real thing. But these people just like jumping on all fucking willy nilly. They're like, you know, sky priority, first class, Delta, whatever zone. You know, they have all these fucking weird names. I'm like, dude, you're in row fucking 38.
Dude, you have one shoe. You're not above level
it's a
number
flip-flop.
4. We're checking you with the overhead, bitch.
Yeah, dude. I'm surprised you're not in the fucking cargo bin.
Have you seen Commando? You're jumping out the fuck with the legs you pulled up.
Yeah,
it's in the swamp.
White guy in a do-rag and one flip-flop.
Right.
Get the fuck back.
Right, you got 90 minutes to find
You're
your daughter.
in zone 10.
Yeah. Colonel Bennett has her.
Jesus Christ. Here's another airport gripe. The Memphis airport for my entire life has looked like it was still there from when Elvis flew out of it. Just like very 70s. But now they took Terminal B and they took like 3 years and they made it into a really, really nice terminal now. So they shut down all the other terminals. I'm guessing they're going to try to do that to those terminals, or we're just going to be a one terminal airport.
What celebrity did they name that terminal? The Chiggy or the...
No, it wasn't.
Shaggy 2 Dope Expressway?
The Project Pat. Terminal Project Pat. Gorilla Pimp. Terminal Gorilla Pimp. Buying you Taco Bell, but a pimp eating steak. Sorry, it's my favorite Project Pat song. In that terminal, though, they're putting the two businesses with the most annoying lines literally right next to each other. Can you guess what businesses those are, Paul? What two airport places would have the longest lines ever, and they have the longest lines ever in any, even outside of airports?
McDonald's?
No.
Really?
No.
Starbucks is pretty annoying.
Starbucks is... okay.
Ooh. Where are we? Memphis?
Yep.
I'm trying to think what's down there.
I didn't think they had nice things. I didn't think they had...
Starbucks and Chick-fil-A.
Starbucks and Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is so fast.
That's too tough.
But they're right, dude.
Everyone's there.
I think I took a photo of it. Hold on.
Everyone is at those places.
I think I took a photo of it because it's literally like Starbucks is already there. The line is out the door, and then it says "coming soon." Chick-fil-A. I'm like, and they're literally touching. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna be able to walk through here. There's gonna be so many people.
I didn't realize they had nice things in Memphis, so I wasn't gonna guess.
Wow. Well, your relatives are fucking building it, so.
Yeah, and they're going to do a great job.
They're also cutting all the grass out there, too.
Jesus. My next gripe is actually a tour gripe. My tour manager wakes up far too fucking early. He's got a big day. He's got a long day. He does, and he's very professional, but here's the problem. He updates. He's so, like, tuned in and meticulous with what he does. He's the greatest tour manager I've ever had by 100 miles. There's a crew iCal, there's a band iCal, and then we all have individual iCals. So he'll be updating that shit at like 4:30 in the morning, right as I'm going to sleep, and my phone's just going.
Turn off your notifications for that shit,
God damn it, it's going to be raining in Tallahassee next week.
Yeah. He'll be like, there's a go-kart track next week in Biloxi. You're like, fuck, all right, that's kind of cool, but I'm trying to sleep.
That's the shit I want to know.
That's a gripe, though, my tour manager.
And here's the thing with me. I'm on every one of their calendars. I get that stuff 6 times each.
Yeah, so it's like,
I love it.
It's annoying.
Turn off your notifications.
I can't turn off my calendar.
Once this machine's on, Paul, you don't turn it off.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Secondly, my last gripe and the last thing we'll talk about is we're back because Marvel movies are kind of coming back in the theaters. We're back to nerds. God. We're back to nerds clapping at dumb shit. I went to go see Thor, and all these fucking idiots were clapping.
Thor wasn't good, but I didn't say anything about it.
But it wasn't bad.
I liked it. It was different.
It was just, here's my thing. Okay,
was it necessary? Not really.
It was not necessary whatsoever.
You had to introduce certain characters.
A good story. It used to be a good story with like funny punchlines in it. Now it's just a whole big funny comic thing.
They're trying to do the Guardians of the Galaxy thing throughout the whole movie. I will say this. Maybe the best part Russell Crowe has ever played in the history of any part he's ever done.
Christian Bale was great too.
Christian Bale also fantastic. Didn't even know that was him for the first 20 minutes of the movie.
When that movie started, I was like, "Am I in the right movie?" Like, because I didn't know what I was like. This isn't the right movie. I was like, "That's Christian Bale," and then I was like, "Oh shit!"
I didn't even know that was Christian Bale for the first 20 minutes of the movie. I thought it was that good. But here's what happens: someone dies in the movie. Spoiler alert. Yep. And so to counteract nerds clapping when the other things happen, when this person died, I stood up and clapped.
You're like, yes!
You did.
Yes. In Thor.
You did.
I stood up and went and started clapping.
Are we talking fuck. Spoiler alerts or?
I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
It's a female.
Yeah, I'm glad
she dies in the movie.
Oh, God. All right.
I'm glad she died.
And I stood up and I clapped because I wasn't happy about the person dying because I love that character.
But people have
Reverse
to die in
psychology.
movies.
But people have to die. But
The reverse psychology of the nerds must have been insane.
oh my God, they were people were like everyone just zoomed
They thought
in on
you were
me.
Thanos for a split second.
Everyone just zoomed in on me as soon as
God.
I did it, which was amazing. Anyway, those are my gripes for the week. Thank you for tuning in to episode whatever. I believe this is episode 47 or 48. I'm not really sure. And by the way, if you have life advice, send your emails to suplifeadvice@gmail.com. John, what's the email?
suplifeadvice@gmail.com.
Paul.
SUP as in pussy at lifeadvicegmail.com.
God. Send it in. Make sure to check out Manscaped. As always, check out John's other podcast, Spear Talk Podcast, on his Spear Talk YouTube network. Do us a favor. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on your notifications. Our audio podcast crushes.
Yes. If you guys listen on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Pandora, that stuff, leave a review. Leave a 5-star review and a comment.
Yeah.
It helps with the algorithms in terms of those platforms kind of helping push our podcast up.
Also,
top.
if you do listen on those platforms and you don't know, we do a video podcast on YouTube.
Yes.
It's the same podcast, but you can just see our stupid faces. Yeah, check it out. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would help us out a ton. And turn on your notifications. Set them to all. And we will see you next week. You fucking nerds. It's going to be back.
Bye.